Event 8. Team Near won Event 8 to advance to the B main. And then it was the Crazy Iowans and Big Dog with a crossover, that ended up losing in round 2 for the winners to get us into our final B main of the night. Again, last team standing will advance. And here we go. Trying the divide and conquer method one more time. You can see Big Dog, they quickly took position, got in rank and file, and they were on their way down the track in a hurry. That is a great strategy. We've seen that work a lot before. Back end bending a little funny up there on one of the Team Near It cars. Still in the opening getting to know you stages, if you will, of this second B main, with the winner going on to the A. Everybody doing a pretty good job at handing those hits around. How do you build your car? Larry Everly asking, how do you build your car? Well, there's a pinned message, pinned comment in the thread. If you follow that, that gives you the step-by-step to get the game. Then you just pick drop-downs. It's as easy as picking, do you want a welded frame, do you want a stock frame? And then you have to know what event you're going to run in order what you can use. Can you run an engine cradle or not? Can you have a welded frame or not? Bigger body mounts, hump plates, leaf spring conversion, braced rear end, stock rear end, Coke LS engine versus a mild 350. What internals you want in it? What transmission you want? 3-speed, 2-speed, 3-speed, 4-speed, 6-speed, 1-speed automatic. You know, there's all these different combinations. What tires, what rims? You want Nissan rims, SS rims, Dodge D50 rims, D-slot rims, Mazda rims, Tracker rims, Ranger rims, all these different things, different tire combinations, 23, 24, 25, 26-inch, forklift, V-tread, DOT tire. You can run solid rims, you can run solid tires, you can run welded bumpers. We have an option of a 74 Chevy bumper, a 75 Monty, 76 Impala, 76 Chrysler, 76 Olds, and then a bumper that looks like an old Ford bumper. So, like, how do you build your car? It depends on the event, and it depends on what works for you. It's not like Test Drive Eve of Destruction, where you just, once you unlock the limo or once you unlock the Duran, you've got the hot setup and you're good to go. You need to find what works good for your driving style in this game. There is no hot, hey, as long as I put these 10 pieces together in my car, I'm going to have a winning hand. It might run good for somebody, but it might not run good for you if it doesn't match your driving style. You need to know how to set rev limiters if you're running ECU. All of the different things that come together in terms of how you put a car together. You can set your rev limit cutout, set your camber, you can run adjustable shocks, you can run built leaf packs and stuff on the shockers. It's insane the amount of detail that you can go through in terms of putting this game together. Hopefully that answered your question with a non-answer, I'm sure, but nonetheless, tried to help you there. Big shot right there. Coy Lemon King carving across. Look out! Holy cow! Everybody stacking up against the crossover gate right there. That was Drummond in there. David LeJewitt was in that mess. The 47 of Neitzel was in there. Man, everybody's stacking up down here against the wall. And troubles for George Highnote there in the number 89. Something has happened. Looks like a broken wheel on the number 89 there. Along the berm, trying to use the wall to turn. His teammate's going to have to come and try and get him straightened out. But I think that broken wheel is also down in the trench along the wall. Trying to get it to go in forward gear. Could be that the bumper's dragging as well, and he drove into a huge shot delivered by one of the big... Yeah, there it is. You can see the right side. The quarter panel's all opened up. The right front wheel, there it is, breaking off the rest of the way and shoving up into the firewall. Bad news gets worse for the number 89 of Highnote. Almost gets hung in front of his own teammate. And Big Dog content to stay at that end of the track and come out with haymakers periodically. Look at how far that quarter panel was pushed over. My word, on Highnote's car. Kevin, thank you. Those numbers look identical on the tiny screen that I'm looking at right now, and I apologize. I've been having trouble keeping them straight all weekend, so thank you. The 47 is Hodson, and the 42 is Neitzel. Yep. Okay. JJ Dorr, thank you. This is the B main. The A main is forthcoming. Yep. The winner of this goes on to the A main. Corey Lemming battling some internet connection issues early in the night, but he has since got those corrected. Those engines up to full song, using every last bit of that horsepower that they've got at their disposal to try and work their way into that main event. Whole pile of cars down there at the far end of the track. You can see the rear end is all ripped apart on one of those cars. And that's one of the Big Dog cars. And you see that left front wheel in danger getting taken off. I think that's Christensen down there in that mix. Highnote getting put up on the berm. And I also did not see that flip happen. LeJewitt just made the comment that his hands are soaked. He's sweating hard as they try to work their way into the A main. Green flag back out, and we are back underway. Yeah, red flag locator out of the way, and here we go. Highnote, man, bouncing around down there on the berm. He's able to get out of there. Number 42. Neitzel looking pretty good. I know he is working that car hard. Iwan's taking it a little bit easy. A little bit easier than we've seen them in some of the previous rounds as they were out on the track. Action hot and heavy here. Everybody kind of piling up on high note at this point. The work on the wall, he might have gotten up high enough to get that bumper to clear out of the way. Seems like he's got a little bit of his mobility back, the right front wheel notwithstanding. This is the 128 Cody Rates here that is tangled up with another one of those Team Near It cars. Red flag is out one more time. And there's a wheel. That may be the wheel that used to be on the right front of that 89. Nope, he's still got his wheel there. However broken, it's still there. Laid over pretty bad. Trying to get that wheel out of there, tangled up on a, looks like it's tangled up on one of the frame rails actually in the back without butchering that rail. And that is the wheel is stuck on the back of the 717 of Chris Parton, and you can see the deformation happening. It almost looks like it is the bead lock that is causing the most trouble there and keeping us from getting that tire out. There it is. You can see that, those black spikes. I believe that is from the bead lock. Dynamite heat right here, and for a lot of stakes, the winner of this heat is guaranteed $200. Because fourth place in the feature pays $200 to split among the team members. That is Cody Rates that is now hung up on, I want to say the 47. The 47 of Hodson, perhaps. That is the 47 that 128 is tangled up on. And the wheel had come off the left rear corner of Mitch Poisson's car. Tough break that Lincoln. Has a lot of wheel spin on the right side, but nothing on the left. And you can see the nose looks very, very straight on that 1208. Tough break right there for the Crazy Iowans to lose a car this early. Everybody able to get away. That is 128 of Rates. I have a flat tire, but he is able to escape after he was ensnared there in the sheet metal of the number 47 of Connor Hodson, Wellsville, Kansas. The back end starting to flatten out up there. One of the big dog cars is right up in the window. A little bit of work on the back of that, making that to come over center the rest of the way. That low sitting back end, very Ohio style build, is the way that back end has flattened out as the big dog car works his way across the center of the track. That might have been Zach Drummond, but I can't say for certain. But that bumper has essentially turned into a ramp, and the rear has flattened, which isn't necessarily the worst thing. It's kind of that Ohio style. Getting it that low allows you to get underneath the front bumpers on some of the old iron and some of the Fords, and you can do a lot of damage to the steering. So we'll have to see how that plays out here as well. Right now he's getting bounced around down at the far end of the track. Some of his teammates, there he is again, starting to make a little bit of a roll. The left side's still nice and low. Not sure which one of the Near It cars that is, but the back end has been very odd. I do believe that's Coy Lemming's car. He just pulled up here to introduce himself once again to Cody Rates, the wheelman, in the number 128. And you can see that back bumper getting used, even though it's starting to roll on him now. That is the, I think that's Wally in the 303. Chris Parton there in the 717, going after the right front corner on the shocker, David LeJewett's car. And the right front wheel jammed up on the number 94X of Andrew Christensen. High note, just burping the throttle, trying to work his way across the track. That car is torn to pieces right now, but still out there running and moving. I had just about counted him out long ago. Yep. Walker with that low hung rear end. Big shot delivered on the right front corner by Christensen. He got in there with the bumper, and I thought it might have locked up that wheel. Walker able to drive away with with the functionality on that right front corner. That right side has really buckled for Coy Lemming on that number 11. tangled up a little bit. Bounced him high in the air. The number 94 of Christensen. Andrew Christensen and the number 94X. And right front not cooperating in any way right now. As you see, every time he goes forward, it seems and hits the wall, it bounces it, almost inverts the wheel. Speaking of inverted wheels, you can see the struggles that are happening on the right front corner of George Hinote's Lincoln. Number 47 of Hodson came across the track and popped one of those big dog cars, sent him spinning. Now, GH Graphics having some trouble. I know, trying to get himself out of there. He's going to get shoved back in, way up on the berm now. And now he's stuck on the nose of the number 94 of Christensen. Christensen's going to need a hand. All the big dog cars running pretty well right now, and their noses all look perfect at this juncture. Left front corner is missing a tire on the number 4 for David LaJewett, and he's tied up with the number 11 of Coy Lemming. And we have, briefly, Chris Parton was tangled up with the 128 of Cody Rates. They're pretty familiar with each other. They've had some battles out there. One time, George Hinote and Cody Rates were hung together, and together they won the feature. They got stuck together, and they drove back and forth, stayed on the shot clock, and ended up winning the feature. It was awesome to watch. It was pretty cool. So almost free now is the 94 off Christensen, trying to work that transmission back and forth. He is out. Now he's got to make a qualifying hit, though. He's going to go all the way down the track, and whoever he may run into, I'll sideswipe that. I think that'll be enough for active contact, because he had to drive a football field and a half to get there. JJ, I appreciate it. Thanks, man. So DeFish is out. Looks like Hinote, unfortunately. That car is used up after this weekend. Looks like he's going to be all done as well. Some smoke, heavy smoke. Briefly appearing under the number 94. Might have been from wheel spin. Coy Lemming, though, it might not be wheel spin. It looks like there's a very distinct hole in the radiator in front of that car. When he stops, you can see the steam continue. Red flag is out. That's the number 42. We've talked at length about him in various form. The number 42, St. Francis, Kansas, Jeremiah Neitzel in the number 42, 42J. And that is a wheel off of David LaJewett's number 4. Car's starting to steam now. Watching close. Number 94 Christensen. Again, we were looking at trying to determine if that was wheel spin or otherwise, but now looks like the sheet metal of those quarter panels have gotten tangled up and able to pull away. Coy Lemming definitely getting hot, and looks like there's some steam coming from the number 42 as well. Jeremiah Neitzel having some overheating issues. Right now, Big Dog Derby looking great. They keep working from that back wall. They come across the track, they make their hit, and they go back. Great strategy being employed right now by Team Big Dog Derby. Got some cars stacked up here in the corner. Cody Rates is involved in this mess. 47 of Hodson mired in there as well. That is Zach Drummond in the number 41. You see the back end has started to push up quite a ways, and the roof starting to pucker. With that shot right there, you can see it wiggle. Another red flag stoppage. Gotta peel a tire off the back of Wally Walker. Colin Walker with a 303. His tire stuck pretty tight there on that back corner. Gonna get the 42 of Neitzel out of the way. Anchor him down and get him all put together and ready to go. Flag's over, we can get rid of that. Seeing some more attrition happening, and it is all leading towards continuing to fall in the favor, I guess you could say, of Big Dogg Derby. The black and red cars, attrition stacking up. You see cars disabled, cars missing tires, but no smoke, no missing tires, and I don't even think there's any flats at this point on Team Big Dog. The 42, Neitzel trying to battle out of that. Missing that wheel is making it exceptionally tough. I think that is LeJewitt up there fighting without the right front wheel. Cody Rates is going to have to do a little bit of work on those C-posts, a little bit more than that to try and even things up. But Big Dog, we have not seen tonight a quartet of 4 all finished still running. So that's something that we're going to kind of keep an eye on here as Big Dog plays out the rest of their night here in this second B main with the right to go to the A. 4 teams will take flight in that A main. Roy Lemming shows the car up against the blocks. Kool-Aid just about out of time up there in the shocker. It's going to leave Team Crazy Iowans with 2. And I think that is the Neitzel car also that Kool-Aid is working over. David LeJewitt in the 4. Going to eliminate one of the Nearat cars and leave 2 Nearats, 2 Crazy Iowans, and 4 healthy-looking Team Big Dog cars. That is Smalley in the Oldsmobile. You can see flat left rear tire behind the beadlock on that machine. And the back has piled up to the window, and the roof starting to tilt forward now. You can see that window deformed over the passenger doors. Another car that's looking real good right now. You can't overlook that number 47. Hodson looking strong for Team Nearat. He's been able to protect that nose, and it's a good thing he has, because he is going to have some work to do if Nearat is going to get to this A main. 4 hungry Big Dogs chasing after him. Make it 3. Looks like up on Christensen and able to get free is one of the remaining Big Dog cars. And that is Hodson. You see the doors pushed all the way in on the right side there on that number 47. As he takes a big shot. This is Colin Walker here against the wall for Team Big Dog. 94 missing a wheel. Christensen missing a wheel. That's David LeJewitt in the number 4 missing a wheel. Cody Rates turning up the wick right there with a big shot on Walker. But meanwhile, down at the far end of the track, there's another one of those Team Big Dog cars always waiting at the top of the track to pick off somebody. And right now, all the Big Dog cars still up and running. Matt, we'll go over the bracket here in a little bit. I know you're asking about teams that made it. Let me pull it up for you quick. Team NLR, Team IFD, Team ADJT, and waiting on number 4 out of this heat right here. throttles have certainly come out here as everybody's sensing a little bit of urgency, or if you're one of the big dog sharks, the blood in the water, trying to get unhung now is the Chris Parton machine. He is buried in the back of Andrew Christensen's number 94. I don't see a lot of motion out of the number 94 either. So I don't know if we're going to see all 4 cars still running at the end. As we had alluded to, is now we see another one of the big dog cars getting tangled up on one of the remaining near it rides. Somehow, David LaGioia has been able to keep that car running and moving, but running out of time here, if you will. The number 4 in trouble, trying to get it to go backwards. Here comes Cody Rates, huge shot the length of the track. You see a couple more of the big dog cars are hung together. That is with another one of the Team Near It cars, and there's a car way up at the top of the track. I don't know if that is Coy or if that is the Hodson ride that is stuck. Everybody, we got a red flag coming out for a car over at the top of the screen. So that car that went over was the number 47 of Hodson. Up on the berm is the 11C of Lemming. The 303 of Colin Walker is tangled up in that mess right now as well. There is a mess of entanglements over there. At the root of it, at the center, is the number 11C of Coy Lemming. So now Team Big Dog trying to determine if they should go down there and help. Big Dog, we talked about how they had so many running. Now they are down to 2. And is Cody Rates going to put an emphasis on making sure that they don't get down there to his teammate? Walker trying to pull away. I think it's Smalley that's left in the number 41, and Zach Drummond, or excuse me, the 101, and then Zach Drummond in the number 41. Look at this. That is Hodson in the number 47, still trying to navigate around, but I think that's just about it. He's got drive, but he doesn't have reverse. Coy Lemming's still stuck on the trunk lid of that number 47. That is the 47 of Hodson. No reverse. He's going to have to drive it forward to get there. And 3 big dog cars now. So the shot clock is going to be on soon on that number 47, if not already. And Cody Rates is getting picked on pretty bad right here. In the middle of the track. All those big dog cars going after him. And once it is down to 60 seconds, it is going to be the job of those 3 black and red machines to corral the wheelman, Cody Rates. And he is bringing the fight to him, trying to weaken the nose on at least one of those cars. Oh, problems for Rates. Problems for Rates in the 128. Rates sitting idle down there in the middle of the track as we hear the number 47. He is honing on that transmission, trying to get out of there. It's not going to work for him. He is stuck. Sand's running us low in the hourglass. Rates has broken down there at the far end of the track. Rates is broken. Big Dog Derby going to advance. And damage cam, not going to be one you want to steer away from right there. This is going to be crazy. That is an understatement. I think we have been disconnected. I apologize. I shouldn't have left that there. Working on an update here for everyone. Just hold tight 1 second. I will be back with you in just a second.